Sinbad's seventh voyage. The Caliph of Baghdad had a task for Sinbad to perform, so he sent for him one day. The King of the Indies had sent him lavish gifts, and he wished to reply with equal courtesy to that gesture. So reluctantly, Sinbad went to the Caliph's court to receive his orders. The Caliph gave him a luxurious ship for his journey to the King of the Indies, who welcomed him joyously. Among the gifts sent by the Caliph was a bed with golden curtains, another with red velvet, and many more beds of different designs, richly embroidered robes, and those made of the finest white linen from Egypt. There were beautifully crafted statues and priceless tables that were said to have belonged to the King Solomon. The Caliph thanked the king for his friendship and courtesy. The gifts pleased the king so much that he presented many more to Sinbad for him and for the Caliph. Troubles not over. The return journey would have been fine if the ship had not been attacked by pirates who killed or imprisoned everyone on board. Among those imprisoned was Sinbad, from whom, like everyone else, everything was taken away. The prisoners were given dirty cloaks and sold as slaves on an island. Sinbad's master was rich but kind merchant who gave him clean clothes and food. Sinbad told him about his own past as a rich merchant when his new master asked him. The merchant wanted to know if Sinbad could shoot with a bow and arrows. "Perhaps," said Sinbad, "I will learn to become an expert." The merchant led Sinbad into the forest and left him there with a strange instruction. "Elephants will come in herds. When you kill one, come and tell me." He gave Sinbad a bow and arrows and some food before returning to the city. Ivory Hill. Sinbad sat on a tree which shook as the herd approached. Fortunately, he shot down one elephant while the herd withdrew in disorder. Sinbad told his master and brought him back. They buried the dead elephant. When he became a skeleton, they would remove his tusks for the ivory. For 2 months, Sinbad continued to kill one elephant and bury it. But one morning, the furious herd shook Sinbad out of the tree and carried him deep into the forest. Terrified, he saw that they had brought him to what was the burial ground of the elephants. The skeletons and bones were a tragic reminder of the damage done to them by the killing. They did not harm him, but just left him there. Their nobility moved him deeply, and he realized what wise and gentle creatures the elephants were. Returning to his master, he told him about the burial ground on the Ivory Hill. Sinbad returns home. Sinbad's understanding and pity for the great creatures touched his master so much that he set him free to return to his home. He stayed till the monsoon began in order to help the merchant get the ivory, which was enough to fill all the warehouses. The merchant put sufficient things in the ship to make Sinbad's journey home comfortable and gave him ivory and gifts. Sinbad left the ship at the next port, where he sold the ivory for gold and then joined a caravan for the road back home. Arriving in Baghdad, he first presented himself in the court and reported that he had completed his task. Then he returned to stay among his family and friends and to share with them all the stories of his adventures, of the places and people and customs he had seen. He had earned his wealth and his rest by facing all the dangers of his life.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.